Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, because of the misunderstanding that is there between Advocate Mnisi and Brigadier Gininda in terms of the place where Brigadier Gininda met with Muzi Sibiya, who is accused number one in this case, the place where Muzi Sibiya alleges that he was assaulted and tortured by the police, which both indicate that it was in front of the police station in Vosloorus. Brigadier Gininda says it was an open place, and Advocate Mnisi says, according to the instruction from Muzi Sibiya, that place is not open. There are things that are obstructing, hence it was easy for them to assault Muzi Sibiya. So because of that, family, Advocate Mnisi suggests to the court that they need to go there and inspect the place. He says until the place is inspected, it is not going to be easy for anyone, not easy for the court, not easy for him as the advocate for and defense for accused number one. It's not going to be easy for any other person who is interested in this case to understand, to figure out how that place is situated. So the best is to go there. You know, family, I see this as a brilliant suggestion. I so wish Judge Rata could agree to this and the whole court, they go there to inspect that place. Maybe after this, then there will be a way forward. But as long as they still argue about the place they haven't seen, especially Judge Rata, Advocate Baloyi, and Advocate Mnisi, then it's not going to be easy to conclude this case. Family, let's watch and listen.
He says to me, that is that little place where you found him in the company of Mukhula. That little packing there at the police station, you know, at the premises of the police station, they again, this team took him there.
Okay. I'm listening, my lord.
They assaulted him. They assaulted him in order to pressurize him to agree to the pointing out that would have been done a little later on that day.
My lord, just for me to understand, is the session that is being assaulted in front of the police station? Because that's where I met him on the 30th. Is that now the inference that during the day, because he was booked out at 1 minute past 8, it's daylight, he's taken there in front of the police station, at the parking lot of the police station? Am I being told that he was assaulted there by Sergeant Mokhane and these traffic corps members? Before I answer my...
Let me take instruction in that regard. Brigadier, accused is saying to me that, and I'll come and address the court in that regard, that yes, indeed, this is the same spot area where he got assaulted, but it is not like it's an open place. This place is a little bit obscured. He's trying to explain it to me. I can't fathom how that place looks like, except an inspection in loco. I don't think me and the court will be, and whoever that is interested in this case will be in a position to know how that place looked like, because we don't want to create an impression that he was assaulted in an open field, like in an open field where everybody could see. He says it is an obscured place. It is on those bases, my lord, that because I find it very hard to imagine how that place is. I'm going to request that this court should go and hold an inspection in loco of that place. Because I want to counter that argument that says, how possible is it that he could have been assaulted in an open place? I want the accused person to come and show this court, come and show me as his counsel for my argument later on that this is the spot that I was referring to. Without an inspection in loco, it will remain an imaginary place for me. Thank you. So, but Brigadier, we'll hear the court's views in that regard. But the essence of his story is that same spot area where you found him when he was being prepared to go to Simboto on the 30th. That's the same precinct. That's the same precinct.
So, my lord, I'm going to answer this way because I'm really having a difficulty following this version that is constantly changing. I was under the impression, based on what was put to me yesterday, that accused number one was taken to a municipality building, contrary to me saying I met him on the parking lot of the police station. That was what I said, and I was told no, he was taken to the municipality building. And that is where he was assaulted, and at some stage when the plastic bag was removed from his face, he saw me there. So now I'm being told he's now taken to the police station, which is what I'm being said. So that's the first part I want to deal with, because then I find difficulty to reconcile the two versions that I was told. Now, secondly, my lord, the place where I met him, and I even tried to explain to the court the sequence of how that structure looked like. I said it's a parking lot, which is part of the police station. It's in front of the police station, and I indicated that as you go down, and when we're dealing with this part, I said it's a shopping center.
Now, wait, don't be fast. Okay.
And I've said next to that, my lord, that is where the municipal offices will be, and then next to that then is the Phosphorus Court. That is now going down towards the police station. Then it's the Phosphorus Court. Now, after Phosphorus Court, my lord, adjacent towards the right-hand side, that's where Phosphorus Police Station is. And in front of the police station, right at the beginning, there are parking. So I met him right there at the start of the parking. Now, in that space, my lord, there is no obstruction. There is no building. There is no tree. In fact, that place is paved. It's parking lot that is made for cars to park, even for civilians who are coming there or possibly even going to court. There is no obstruction. That is where I met him, and that is a place I refer to. And now, if the assertion is that he was taken there on the 5th of June, 2020, prior to making the pointing out, and assaulted, it will be difficult for me to understand, my lord, because that parking where I met him, the entrance even of the civilian walking on foot and cars uses that entrance. It's during the day. How do police officers go and assault someone else in that place? Because that's where I met him, and he's now saying we met at the police station, he was taken there, and he was assaulted by these members, contrary to what I was told yesterday about the municipality. So in essence, my lord, I'm saying I hear what Advocate Mnisi is saying, but I'm having difficulty with these inconsistencies. However, I was not there, and like I said, Sergeant Mohane and the members who escorted him, I think, can deal with it better.
Brigadier, let me just correct one misconception, a terrible impression that you're painting in the mind of the court. That this is a contradiction. When I spoke about this place, I spoke about it as a place known as a gold spot. I never said it's a municipal building. I said it's a gold spot where there's a police station, municipal offices, a place where small dustbins are kept. There are traffic cop offices. There's also a court, and then there's also a tiny home affairs office. I never spoke about the municipality building. In other words, it's just a complex. It's a complex. So there was no truth that was distorted there.
As a court, please, my lord. That's how I understood it as well as the witness says. I think the best thing would be to play back the tape. My understanding was that the accused was taken to this spot called Golden Spot.
What is the golden spot? What is it? No, Mr. Mnisi, you must take instructions if necessary. What is the golden spot?
That is the name of that complex, man.
Oh, yeah, fine. So it's a golden spot. They call it the Golden Spot Complex. Golden Spot.
My lord is confirming. This was not a secret.
Okay,
That's why I had to talk to him very loud so that the court can hear.
So it's a golden spot.
He says it's a gold spot. Basically, it's a gold spot complex.
Gold Spot Complex.
Yes.
And what does it comprise of, this Gold Spot Complex?
The thing that I've referred to.
What does it comprise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My lord, I think the best thing is just to go and have an inspection in local of that place.
Okay, fine.
Because Mr. Sibia is saying he wants to draw me and indicate what is it that is there. He's not an architect. I think the best thing is just to go there and have an inspection in local.
So you can't describe the area. You can describe
No, he can't.
when he
because
sees it.
he's
Okay,
saying
wait. No, it's easy. They didn't fly there. They drove there. Gininda, you want to tell me you can't describe where we had you've driven your car there
Yes, my lord.
and you enter. There must be a gate. There must be a road. There must be buildings. You want to tell me an adult like you and him can't describe that there's a road, it's a tarred road, or it has got potholes because our township roads are like that, and this road next to it, it's 4-roomed houses or RDP houses, and you go, and then there is a shopping complex, and this shopping complex comprises of 3 complexes. Here it's a butchery, it's a bottle store, it's a grocery shop. Please, we live in the location. You can describe that. You can't describe that.
I can, my lord.
And then you told me there's a taxi rank there. So you can't describe that.
I can, my lord.
No, wait. He must describe it because he says he can.
No,
if you
but
want us to go there, we'll go there.
No, but my lord, another point is,
Yeah.
it is not only him that must describe the
Yeah,
place.
but you
It's
said
also
he's not
the
an architect.
accused. But then accused is saying he wants to draw it, but still.
No, fine. He must explain it first before he can draw it. Must tell me there's a toilet there.
And then I think he
And
must
then
get
these
into the
toilets are
witness box and explain
facing
it.
the west. And then there's a parking lot here. And
Yes.
this parking lot has got mezzanine tiles, or it's cemented. And then the court is there, and then the window of the magistrate is facing whatever, something like that.
No, thank you. But then I'm going to request that then he gets into the box just for this
No. I want Mr.
inquiry.
Brigadier Gininda to describe what he says he met the accused. He says he met him there, not on the 30th. Eh?
Yes.
Not on the day you went to Natal.
No. It was on the 30th, the first time
On the
when I met
30th.
him. 30th
Yeah,
of
you must
May.
describe for me where you met him, what is there.
Yes.
Mr. Baloyi.
I just wanted to assist because I think we're at cross purposes. Brigadier Gininda is talking about the place at the police station, in front of the police station where he made the accused. But
Right.
he says the proposition that was made to him is that he didn't meet the accused there in front of the police station, but at a different place here at the Golden Spot.
Right.
And this is also according to my note that they say they took the N3 and they took the off-ramp to the township of Vosloorus.
Right.
They drove to some municipality, to a place called Gold Spot. It houses the police station, municipality, Department of Home Affairs, and Traffic Department. Then the next part is important. They went to a parking next to a police station. He was ordered to disembark from the vehicle. So it's at a place next to a police station. That's the point that Brigadier Gininda is trying to make. He can describe where he met him, but that's not the proposition that was put to him yesterday. And he's at pains to say the proposition that was put to him is at variance with the proposition that is being put to him now.
Mr. Baloyi, Mr. Mnisi, what do you say? Mr. Baloyi says the propositions are now different.
My Lord, exactly
What's it?
what Mr. Baloyi is, what Advocate Baloyi is saying.
This
That
is what you put to,
That is what I said.
or it's exactly that.
It is exactly
Okay,
that.
fine.
But then Brigadier Gininda says it's a contradiction because I said to
fine.
him,
Fine,
accused
we'll
was
come-
taken to a municipal area.
We'll come to Gininda. But you are saying what Mr. Baloyi reads from the record
Yes.
is what you put to Gininda.
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's on page what in the records, ma'am, sir?
No, this
Yeah,
it's
this
just my own note.
Oh, it's your own notes.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So you, Mr. Mnisi, you are saying Gininda is adding other things.
He is saying what is being put to him now.
Yeah.
It's a contradiction because I told him of a municipality area. That is the reason why I then said to him, Brigadier, let us correct the misconception here. I never said accused was taken. You met him at a municipality area. I said you met him at an area called Gold Spot.
Yeah, okay,
that
fine.
houses this and this and this.
Fine,
and
there
this
are
and
two
this.
versions.
Yes.
Accused number one's version is that Gininda met him where?
At the place that is described by Advocate Baloyi,
Which is what?
which is a place next to it's somewhere around the police station parking lot around
Somewhere
there.
around police station parking lot.
Yes.
Okay. Is that where Gininda
And I don't
met?
know how does that look like, my lord.
Yeah, even I don't know.
Yes.
Right? Is that your client's version? Eh?
Yes. Yes, my lord.
And Gininda's version, what is your version? Where did you meet accused?
Yes. Thank you, my lord.
Your
My lord,
version.
my lord, I met him on the parking lot of Vosloorus police station,
Parking lot,
right in front of the beginning of the Vosloorus police station.
Vosloorus police station.
Yes, and the police station, my lord, is not part of any center.
It's a self-standing building.
It's a self-standing building. The closest building to it is the court, which is adjacent. That's why I said if the police station is standing here, counsels or lawyers who've been to Vosloorus court, they will know exactly what I'm saying. Police station is down there. They are parking. As you go up, the closest building that you find is Vosloorus Magistrate Court. It's not part of any center, and that is where I met him. Now, going back to my understanding, sorry
Okay.
about that.
Sorry, Mr. Mnisi. There's an application by Mr. Mnisi that we should have an inspection and look. Is it necessary? Because the courts, I don't even have to read the law. I've done it in the past. The court is obliged to conduct an inspection and look if the court itself does not correlate with the information which is presented to it. But if the court can make sense of that information, it may not be necessary.
Yes.
Are you saying we should have an inspection in loco?
Well,
And that evidence must be critical and vital.
Yes, yeah. Mara, speaking for the state, I don't think it's necessary to have an inspection in loco for two reasons. Firstly, the defense for accused number one and Brigadier Ginina talk about two different places.
Oh.
But secondly, I think if it's necessary, video recording of the place or photos of the place can be taken and presented here in court. It's unnecessary to drive all the way just to go and view the place.
athi ngosenkantolo kuza ke kumshwithimba labashushisa mhlawumbe
Let's
kumshisa
hear your
khona ke
colleagues,
ngaphambi
Mr.
kusenkantolo.
Ramsepi and Mr. Ngumalo. What's your view? Because you guys say you are charged in the furtherance of a common purpose, you must also have a view, or you must be afforded an opportunity
My Lord,
if you want to address the court.
I'd like to believe, my Lord, that if like the court correctly says, if it correlates and understand what is talked about, there may be no need for an inspection in loco. But here the issue is different, my Lord. I do not believe that Advocate Mnisi and Constable Gininda are speaking a disparity. They are talking maybe different language, but they're talking about the same place, my Lord. What I understood from the evidence from yesterday, Advocate Mnisi said, accused number one was taken at this particular place. It's called Goldspot, and it has the following other official businesses, which is Home Affairs, Police Station, Court, and Municipality Building. But the gist of it is that they met outside the precinct of the police station. Even the line of cross-examination says they met outside the precinct of the police station. Okay. So the need for an inspection in loco, Mr. Mnisi will motivate it and I'll support it. But the point is this, my Lord, we also have modern tools. We've got modern tools that can bring the technology to court and view the particular area here in court.
All right, let's hear your colleague.
I'm in support of my colleague's submission, Mr. Ramsepel, because I think the issue here, it's a spot where Brigadier Gininda met the accused vis-a-vis what the accused is saying. So I think that's where this whole issue is about.
Yeah, but you guys are leaving out the most critical thing. The evidence of Brigadier Gininda is this, that it is impossible for me to have met accused number one where he says I met him and where he says he was assaulted, because in the periphery of that very spot where I met him, there are shops, there's traffic, there are taxis. How could this police assault the accused number one in the open site of what is happening there? There's traffic, there's transport, there are taxis, there are people coming into court on feet. Am I correct, or I heard something else?
No, insofar as, my Lord, the shops, actually Advocate Mnisi even went to a point of saying that during this time it was COVID lockdown.
Yeah,
because
I heard that.
I was describing this municipal building that is next to the center to say the place he was referring me to, and that's why I was of the view, my Lord, that is a different spot, because you can't misplace the police station with the municipal offices. The municipal offices and the offices of the traffic corps, because in that building that I was referred to, are independent from the South African Police Service police station. So I understood that the version of Advocate Mnisi of accused number one is that we were here next to this municipal building, which is next to the center, and that is why I made reference to say there are shops there, there are taxis, there's a see-through fence. I would not have given that description if the understanding was very clear that we met at the police station, because you can't mistake, my Lord, the police station, Fosoras police station, with the municipality building. Those are two different structures. Municipal building and the traffic officers building, offices, are not the same as the police station. There's no misunderstanding. So I understood that we met at this municipality structure, and that's where the assault took place, contrary to where I said I met him. That was my understanding.
Yes,
May I
sir.
respond, my lord?
Hello? Yeah.
Thank you, my lord. I think the court came out with a very critical point, which my two colleagues here have missed out. Because accused says the place where he got assaulted, it is not an open place. It's not like the police took him and stop at an open place where everybody else would come or can come or would see what is happening when they are passing by. I don't think the police are so stupid, my lord, to actually have done that. Thank you, my lord. Brigadier Kininda. Come and see you. Brigadier Kininda would try the best that he can to describe that place, to give a picture that will indicate that any person who would have passed there would have seen what was happening. Accused person, on the other hand, is saying it is not an open place. It is a secluded place. It's not like everybody that passes there would have seen what was happening. So it's difficult, my lord, to reconcile these two divergent views, except physical inspection. And physical inspection is difficult to understand as to exactly how that place looked like. You can bring all the technological gadgets that Mr. Ramusipili is talking about, but without physical inspection, and it is not even necessary that accused number 2, 3, 4, and 5 should go there, because this has got nothing to do with
That's not the law. Once I do that, they say this judge is mad.
as it pleases the court, my lord.
All the accused must be before the court. And if the court decides to sit on a tree, the accused themselves must also sit on that tree.
Yes, thank you, my lord. So
Is that not so, sir? Mr. Muman? Otherwise, the court is not properly constituted. And that's an irreconcilable, irremediable irregularity which vitiates the proceedings.
My lord, I therefore, we can play the record so many times, but playing the record at the same time will not really obviate the howness of that place looks
okay,
like.
fine.
Because at the end of it all, my lord, it will be my duty on behalf of this accused person to make certain admissions before this court, my lord. So I cannot make those submissions from nowhere. They need to be based on a particular thing, my lord. And I cannot imagine how that place looks like now. I would therefore beg the court, in the interest of administration of justice and in interest of in the interest of fairness, just trial on behalf of this accused person, my lord, that the court exercises its discretion to go and view that area. Otherwise, I'll go there myself, but being there alone, that would not be a court. What I would have observed there alone, then it means I would have to go in there and take the stand and tell the court how that really looks
fine.
like. That will be valueless, my lord.
How many of us have attended an inspection in Loko? Mr. Balui?
I want state, my lord.
I also have.
The doctor? Hello?
I am not attended.
Also, you imagine the evidence. Okay, fine.
I've never,
Hello?
I've never attended one.
Mr.
I've attended.
How long will it take us to travel to...
To Foslores, say that place. I think we've got members here that are from Foslores who can assist, man.
No, yeah, because there are people who are being housed here. Is that not so?
Correct me.
If they were all housed at Mother B, you know?
Yes.
How many are housed at Mother B?
It's one, it's accused number 1.
So everybody's housed there.
Yes, they're mostly here in Jose Mampuru, I think maybe in Liokop, Johannesburg. So in Morabi, it's only accused number 1.
So it will take us the whole day to travel. I heard you guys trying to travel imaginary distances. You don't even make provision that there could have been an accident. Or a plane could have landed on the highway. Have you thought about that one?
Yes, my lord, that is why I said circumstances may have prevailed, and Sergeant Mokhane is the one that can first.
So how do, let's have
No,
it.
but that is irrelevant, Brigadier.
Let's have- let's
Why
have-
do you factor in what Mohale could have done?
Let's have-
Please,
wait,
just
wait,
be
wait.
ethical. Now, you'll be crying that people do not respect you when you yourself don't respect yourself.
Can
What is
we-
the relevance of Mohane's evidence in terms of what this court has just said now?
Okay, let's be organized.
Just be ethical.
Let's have that inspection in Loco. What time do we have it?
I think the first thing, proper security arrangements. will
Yeah,
have to
that's the
be
thing.
made.
Another thing, yeah.
So
Jesus.
once that is in place, then we can arrange that. I think perhaps we might need a day or two just to make those proper security arrangements. Hopefully the place still looks the same as it was then, because then
Yeah, the possibilities.
there will be no point
The
if
people might have vandalized it. We vandalized buildings in South Africa. Maybe it's no longer there. Even the police station, maybe it's no longer there. They've banned it.
Yeah, but
And the municipality offices also may be banned
Yeah.
because they want to ban the evidence of stealing.
yes, but the suggestion of video recording, to me, that is
It's
the
the
best
best.
option.
Mr. Mnisi says it won't show anything.
My
The
Lord, I
video.
think,
So somebody takes a video camera.
My Lord, I think whilst we're making that arrangement, because that is just but a particular point in my cross-examination, I think in the meantime, I can proceed with my cross-examination, but having in mind that at some point we'll have to go and view that place.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your time there, Mr.?
It's 3:10, my lord.
Okay, let's adjourn until tomorrow then. So,
Yes.
but you will continue with the cross-examination.
As it please the
My Lord,
Yeah.
if I may say, my Lord,
Yes, sir.
and I'm saying this with greatest respect to Advocate Mnisi, I'm really taking exception for his, because I'm struggling even to find the right word, because I really I regard his utterances, the last one that he made towards me, in terms of ethics, as disrespectful, and is not maintaining the decorum of this court, my Lord, because I was asked to comment by the court. It's not me who just came in while he was talking, and I don't understand how could it be unethical of me to respond to the court, because the court invited me to say something and I've said it. So his really acerbic statements, as Advocate Baloyi have said, are really not sitting well with me, my Lord, and I really want to plead with him that please, I don't take kind to what he's saying. I think it's uncalled for. I really think it's unnecessary. Can he really try to contain himself? And
May I respond, my Lord? May I respond?
this is the thing, my Lord, I'm not even done. You see,
Yes,
this is,
because he'll never be finished, Kininda. May I respond, my Lord?
He
The
says,
court
he says it's not yet finished. He says so, not me. Yeah, you're saying?
This is the point, my Lord. These are the things that I'm saying, that I understand that we are here simply to assist the court to come to a finding. There is nothing personal from me towards Advocate Mnisi. I simply request the same treatment from him. And I do not think it's respectful and also maintaining the decorum of this court that when the court is talking to me, he then jumps in and wants to criticize me for answering what the court is asking me, my Lord, or asking me to comment. That's all I need to say, my Lord.
Yeah, fine. Let's hear you.
My Lord, the court is busy talking about arrangements for the inspection in loco. Then the court, amongst others, says, have you ever heard about a train that has fallen onto a freeway, or a plane that has fallen into on a freeway? That is outside the context of the testimony that we've been busy with. And then there comes Kininda. He says, just like what could have happened to Mohale when he took accused from filariae to phosphorus. What was the relevance of that, my Lord? What was really the relevance of it? Because the court was not there. The court is just making a very wide example, which is why I said to Brigadier Kininda, can you please be ethical? We don't talk about, this is not the stage at which we're talking about the merits of the, why do we have to factor in that point? What is it that is trying to plant into the mind of the court? And I said to him, next thing he'll be crying about him not being respected when he himself does not respect himself. And I said to him, that is unethical, and it is indeed unethical. Thank you.
When are you guys going to start respecting each other? You know, this trial is watched by the whole of South Africa, I'm told. And they can see how us blacks, and when I mention blacks, people will say, hey. I mean, it's us doing all this. So when are we going to respect each other? Because we all are supposed to be officers of the law. And we all are charged with this case to do our best of the roles which this case forces us to undertake. You as the investigator, he as the prosecutor, me as the judge, and the defense advocates here. And then they accuse themselves, and even the audience listening, as to how do blacks conduct courts. Because it's about blacks.
Family, in rounding up today's session, Judge Rata, reminds everyone in this court to respect each other. This happens after Brigadier Gininda complained that Advocate Mnisi is addressing him in a manner that does not make him happy. So he says, I'm not happy about the way Mnisi is talking to me, and because of that, Judge, please intervene. And that's why Judge Ratha had to address each and every person in this court to try and compose their emotions and respect each other. So family, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave and subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you, family. Bye.